1984 barbecue. John here. So this video is going to be the rib candy challenge. The challenge was thrown down to me by Eric at Roundhouse Ranch BBQ. I'll leave a link down below to his channel. Okay, go check him out. Anyways, guys, tonight we're going to be doing St. Louis style ribs from our rib candy challenge. Hopefully it turns out well. I've never done my own type of rib candy, so we'll see how it turns out. Stick around, guys. Alright, guys, welcome back. Got our Weber set up. We're running right around 232 or so. I made it to 225, 250, so we're just going to run with that right now. Got our ribs here. We're going to put our ribs on and get the lid off. Alright. Grab these ribs here. Try to make sure we keep them nice, and because however you lay them in your grill, your smoker is how they're going to cook. So you want to try to keep them nice and straight so they cook nice and even. And the grill temperature is going down because I got the grill open. But anyways, so real quick, I wanted to show you this new glove I got. It's a hot glove, goes to 952 degrees, so you can take your grill grates out if they're hot and things like that nature when you dump hot charcoals. I got it from Malcolm Reeves How to Barbecue Right. No, he did not send it to me. I paid for them. They came with two of them, two gloves, and I paid for them. So put this bad boy on here. I want to try it out because I want to open this grate up, because I'm going to put some my smoking wood in here. I don't have it in there yet because to me it just burns up if you do that. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to lay a chunk in there, chunk here, chunk over here. Alright, just to kind of, as we go through the cook, there's some chunks of wood there. Give us some pecan smoke. Go ahead and get the lid shut. Alright. Got our lid on here. I'm going to let this go for about 3 hours in the smoke. I'm going to do 3-2-1 method. 3 hours in the smoke, 2 hours in the wrap. I'm probably going to spritz it within the next 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to spritz these, so you've all seen me do spritzes before, so I may or may not come back. Hey guys, welcome back to 1984 Barbecue. Okay, we've been about 3 hours on these ribs. We're going to pull them off, put them on in the wrap. We're going to take my lid off here. Slide my tongs just like that in there. Some beautiful color on these ribs, guys. Oop. That was my smoke alarm going off telling me about the temps. Anyways, guys, I've already put a base layer of brown sugar, butter, honey on here. Now I'm going to reverse, do the same thing. Brown sugar on here. Just going to kind of a little bit of brown sugar on here. I'm using light brown sugar. If you want to use dark, I'm sure you could. Get this up just a little bit there. Go. Just kind of spread that around there. Alright. There. Now we're going to hit it with a little bit of Parquet squeezable butter. Butter's getting low. Alright. Now we're going to get some of this honey. Put on here. No, it's not good sound until you get all that honey out there on them ribs. Alright guys, there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and get these ready to wrap. Alright guys, we got our ribs wrapped up here. Let's get them back on the Weber. Alright, we got them back on the Weber. Meat side down. And we've been running a steady about 245 or so on this grill today. We're going to let these run for about an hour and a half, guys. I would go normally 2 hours, but I don't want to be fall off the bone. I want to be bite off, not fall off. Anyways, we're going to go about an hour and a half, and when we come back next, we'll show you how we're going to do it. Alright guys, now we're going to make our apple bourbon glaze. Alright, so we need 1 can of apple juice here. Bring that a little closer. The light's kind of in there. 1 can of apple juice, okay? From concentrate, 12 ounces. That's what it says. So we'll just get this opened up here. And we'll get that pried up. There we go. Alright, so we're going to pour that in there. Alright, we got it in there. Now, we need 1 cup of bourbon. Use your favorite bourbon. I'm using Jim Beam's bourbon, because that's what I got on hand. So we're going to use 1 cup of bourbon. Alright, so 1 cup of bourbon. Right on in there, like so. Alright, now we're going to use 3 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. So, measurements aren't going to be exact. We're going to use a tablespoon here. One. We'll got to skimp that one there. Give us a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, well, just a tad bit more because I kind of skimped that second teaspoon. There we go. Alright. Now, we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I've got Dijon here. Use your whatever type you like. This is the great value kind. Sorry that light's reflecting badly on this shot. So we're just going to get 1 tablespoon. Right like that. Alright, now we're going to go with a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. So we got the kosher salt here. We're just going to go 1/2 of this or less. There. That's enough salt. That's 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to put this over medium heat. Yes, we're going to put this over medium heat, and we're going to bring it around to a boil, and then we're going to let it reduce down. So let's get our stir stick here. We'll just use this. Kind of just stir this around a little bit. Alright, I'm going to continue stirring this, guys, and we're going to let this come to a boil, and I'll bring you back once we start getting it down here, fresh and hot. It's getting late. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit these ribs with this apple and Jim Beam mix that I used here, a little bourbon. Just kind of pour that on there. On our ribs here, just like so. Forgive the alarm. Alright. More on there. Alright, we're going to let this set up for about 10 minutes, guys. These ribs have been on a little longer than I anticipated. But we're going to let this glaze set up real quick on these ribs. And when we come back, it'll be time for a taste test. We'll see you guys. Glaze on there, our apple bourbon glaze. Hopefully you can see that in the shot, the little shimmer. Man, oh man. Here, I'll bring that up just a little bit so y'all can see that. Looks good, don't it? Alright. Alright, so we're going to get these a good cut. You know what, I'm going to try to flip these over without them tearing. They're tender as I'll get out, folks. Tender. There we go. It's a good thing I flipped them over because I was about to make a wrong cut. Alright, here we go. Now remember, let's do a little overcap here. We got a rack of St. Louis style ribs that were already cut up, right, to St. Louis style. Okay, we did a little bit of trimming. We seasoned it with some honey hog and honey hog hot from Meat Church. We ran the 3-2-1 method. 3 hours in the smoke, 2 hours wrapped, 1 hour out of wrap. We made our apple bourbon glaze, which I'll leave that recipe link in the description box below. Okay, and then I let them sit on there for about an hour, Probably should have let them out of the wrap a little sooner, but you know, to each his own on it. Alright guys, I'm not going to worry about flipping these over here. We're just going to go in for it. We did this on our Weber kettle as well, using the slow and sear. Alright, let's pull these off here. Look at that. Nice. Got a little bit of smoke ring. Juicy though, look at that. Juice. Alright guys, let's give this a taste test, shall we? Alright. Here we are. Got our rib, a bourbon apple glaze on there. Okay, here we go. Right off the bone, but it didn't fall off on that bite. It's good. You get a little bit of that apple bourbon on it. Not too sweet, but it's really good. Alright, now let me find something here to wipe my mouth off with, because I got this stuff everywhere. Anyways, oh, thank you. Alright, so without any further ado, I gotta tag 3 people in this video for this rib candy challenge. Okay, so the first person I'm going to challenge is Mike over at Everyday Barbecue. So Mike, you've been tagged. I'm also going to tag Double J Barbecue. You've been tagged. And I got one more person to tag. And off the top of my head, I can't remember it. So, let me look this up real quick, guys, so you can we can see exactly who we're going to tag here. Let's go with Smokin' Joe's Barbecue. So that's Everyday Barbecue, Double J's Barbecue, and Smokin' Joe's Barbecue. Y'all 3 have been tagged for the Rib Candy Challenge. Guys, if you like what we're doing here at 1984 Barbecue, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Be greatly appreciated. All my affiliate links, I'm sorry. My social media links will be in the description box, along with the recipe that I use for the apple bourbon glaze, along with the link to Meat Church's products, all down in the description box. Guys, take care. Good night, and we'll see you on the next one.